She's on camera.
Welcome
Look
back
out.
to Northern Kentucky Magazine on ICN6. If this gentleman just had some personality, you know, he could be
cheer
a
up
star.
a little, Nancy. Come on.
I'm here with Tommy Emmanuel, who is a world-renowned, and literally, you have
I'm telling
traveled
you,
the
the checks
world.
I've been sending her to get me to say these
Stop
things,
it.
they're really working.
This is such a pleasure and an honor
Thank you.
for us to have you here. And
Appreciate it.
the reason that he is here is he's going to be at St. X High School in Cincinnati both this evening and tomorrow evening. Tickets are still available, the number on your screen, or you can go to the website to find out more information. There is a wonderful new group of people who have gathered together, the Greater Cincinnati Performing Arts Society, who have brought people like yourself in, and how grateful are we. 347 concerts in 1 year. There's only 365 days. Where do you sleep, my friend?
I sleep on planes and
There you go.
after shows in hotels. And during television shows, I just nod off. I nod off occasionally. You know.
Just not up. Keep the excitement going, or he'll go on me.
I'm only serious.
Oh,
No,
I'm
well,
only serious.
I've got a home in Nashville, right? So I live in
Really?
Tennessee, and but I have two children, one going to college and one going to normal school.
That's why you're working
in
so
England. You got that right.
In
I got
England.
several mortgages going, and you know, people say, well, why do you work so much? Do you want to be rich and famous? And I said, no, I got to work my butt off because I've got mortgages. I've got kids going to school in England, and it's expensive there.
And if one of them's a girl, they're even more
They're
expensive.
both girls.
Oh, God help you.
He does, thank heavens.
Yes. When you get on the concert stage, when
Yeah.
you are on the concert stage this evening at St. X High School, how do you choose out of your vast repertoire what you'll present to your audience?
Well, I mean, you know yourself, you've been on stage, you know what you can do, but I never work to a set list. I go out and see, in fact, the greatest dilemma in my life is what do I start with?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what do you end with? Those are the two most important songs.
That's right, and all the other bit in the middle will sort itself out.
Right.
But I have a repertoire that is, it has enough balance between ballads, medium-paced groove songs, to entertaining fast songs, all that kind of stuff. See, I'm an entertainer and a songwriter who
Yes.
plays the guitar. I put the people first. I want to give the people a great time. I'm not out there to try and impress other musicians. I could care less about that.
Sure.
It's getting the people and giving them a great time. So at the end of the night, they go away feeling like uplifted, and they realize that for 2.5 hours they didn't think of any of their problems. And that in itself is like
It's
a
the reason to
de-stress
be,
thing.
yeah.
It gives your brain a rest, gives your heart a rest, you know.
I talked about you being a two-time Grammy nominee, and you have a brand new CD that's out
Yeah,
called
The Mystery.
The Mystery. What type of material is on this? Any of yours?
Oh, they're all mine.
Oh, they're all
songs.
yours.
Yeah, I'm a songwriter. That's all.
Well,
all my
I mean,
songs.
but-
there is one cover on there of a Billy Joel song that I love called. Do you like Billy Joel?
love Billy Joel.
Do you know that there's a beautiful song? I haven't got my cape, but that in every heart. Yeah, and so it goes. It's a beautiful song, and I did an arrangement of it, and I got to give a copy to to Billy and
Really?
tell him about it and all that. Yeah,
What do you say?
he was very thrilled.
Cool.
To his big New York teeth, he was.
He was thrilled in a New York minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What a genius he is.
Yes.
Wow.
Your favorite? Who do you love to play the most, besides your own compositions?
I think
Who's
the Beatles.
Really?
Well, Lennon and McCartney melodies are just timeless and powerful, and they're so suited to the guitar. George Harrison stuff too. In fact, on my next album, there's a tribute to George, a song I wrote called Papa George. I'll play it tonight because I love George's melodies and his playing, and he was a very important role in the Beatles and in their overall sound, you know, more than he got a lot of credit for, you know. He was,
Well, besides Chet Atkins, was he someone, were the Beatles, are there other groups that you really idolized and then emulated their style?
well, I think I learned a lot from people like Django Reinhardt, George Benson, Steve Lukather, Larry Carlton. These are people that
Sure.
some of you may not know. Earl Klug was an influence on me in the 70s, and Earl, he lives up in Detroit and still plays wonderfully. But it was Chet and Merle Travis from Kentucky that were my main influences, and still remain the kind of pillars of this kind of music, you know. although I studied their style and kind of developed the finger style, the kind of music that I listened to was not really guitar music. It was Hank Williams and Merle Haggard and people like that, Buck Owens, that kind of country music. And then a little later in my life, I got into, you know, Eric Clapton and Stevie Ray Vaughan, blues music.
Sure.
And I did a tour with Eric Clapton in 1990, and just watching him and listening to what he did with his music, it kind of gave me a sense that, yes, I'm heading in the right direction. Yes, it's cool to be yourself. Yes, it's the right way to go, kind of thing, just by watching him, you know.
Well, we love watching you and
thank you.
listening to you even more.
Thank
and
you.
love listening to you talk. I could listen to him talk all day, but I won't, because he's here to play the guitar, and that's what we want to let you do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Emmanuel.
Thank you very much.